Hey, what's happening? Disney Reviews from the Guy01, and welcome back to our Disney Infinity 2.0 walkthrough, where we will be continuing the Avengers playset. In last week's episode, we basically just went around and were doing a bunch of just random side quest missions. I don't know if they're technically side quest missions, but they felt like side quest missions because we didn't really advance the story at all last week. We were just kind of just doing a bunch of random stuff, really. So, and I can't remember. I started thinking about this shortly before I started filming. I don't remember making sure we saved, so it'll be interesting to see where we pick up here. Hopefully we don't have to redo all those, or redo a bunch of the missions from last week, because that would be a pain and just really boring. Because we'd have to do like 6-7 missions just to get back to where we were. And last week it took us a good 30 minutes, I feel like. And I don't like where we're starting, because this is where we started last week, I think. Oh boy. It's not looking good. Alright, come on, spawn me in. So, of course, the first thing we have to talk about is the passing of James Earl Jones earlier this week. He passed away at the age of 93 earlier this week. And man, you talk about you talk about iconic figures in pop culture. I mean, James Earl Jones might, be the most recognizable voice in pop culture. I mean, I know people say like Morgan Freeman has the greatest voice ever, and it is a great voice, and it's one that's great to listen to, but I don't think there's a voice as iconic as James Earl Jones, who of course, was the voice of Darth Vader, Mufasa in The Lion King. He starred in The Sandlot, Field of Dreams, The Exorcist 2. That's a deeper cut, but just one of those like voices where as soon as you hear it, you know it's him, and there's so much just like power to it. And I mean, I named off a few movies he was in, and that's a pretty solid list. I mean, the main villain of Star Wars. I know Darth Vader, people kind of debate whether or not he was a true villain in that series. Mufasa, one of the main characters in The Lion King, Disney's Lion King, which is, one of the biggest, most successful, most beloved films, not just animated films, but films of all time. Sandlot, again, another classic just movie that is just loved. Field of Dreams, same thing, just another classic movie. And he was in all of them, and played a major part in all of them. So it's a very big loss. But at 93, I mean, he lived a full life. Not just in terms of years, but in what he did in those years. So, of course, we had to start off with that.
Break through the General's fortress by whatever means you can muster.
Okay. Can I just drive like a truck in there? I mean, you've got a couple armored vehicles right next to you. I feel like those would be useful. Oop. Barrel roll. Is this how you welcome people into your home? You kids have no respect. Alright, get over here. Yeah. And it was kind of, interesting timing with the passing of James Earl Jones, because I've been mentioning this the past few weeks, how I've been wanting to make other videos for the DC Guy01 channel, and something I've been wanting to do is more like AMV style videos, as I've already made a couple that I already have kind of like backlogged that I can upload. But one video I was planning on making, I've been thinking about it for about a month now, was a Darth Vader AMV. And it was just a total coincidence that, this happened, James Earl Jones passed away when I was thinking about that. There's a weird coincidence that those two, you know, things happened, or that it happened at this point in time. And of course, you know, we had the 30th anniversary of The Lion King, which I mentioned earlier. The 30th anniversary of that film was this year. You know, Star Wars had its 45th anniversary recently, the first one at least. The film that changed the world forever and really changed James Earl Jones' life forever. And it's kind of just a funny story. I mean, everyone knows the story about, you know, how James Earl Jones, he grew up with a stutter and he basically refused to speak because he was so, like, embarrassed about it. And just speaking was hard for him, so he just didn't do it. And then, you know, he gets a job being the voice of, you know, a main character in a huge movie. Not on screen, not like an on-screen role, like, the only thing he really contributed was the voice, and in doing so, made the character iconic. But it's funny because at the same time he was filming A New Hope, he was also working on Exorcist 2, which is, again, just funny, again, how things line up. That he was working on Exorcist 2, a movie that most people probably didn't even know he was in, or a lot of people probably didn't even know existed. He was doing that at the same time he was doing Star Wars. So it's funny, kind of, you know, again, same time he was doing, you know, this movie that really no one likes. He was doing a, you know, a modern classic in Star Wars. It's just kind of funny how, you know, lined up like that.
Our team has proven quite effective. I shall persuade the General to give us more information about Loki.
You do what you gotta do.
No boss.
Large frost giant. Okay, is this their fortress? What does that say? Comst? I don't know what that means. Hey, guy here. This is a crime scene. Don't go in there. Where did you people come from? So we do got some other news to talk about. Kind of some interesting stuff going on, especially with Marvel currently. With the Disney conventions, they got some new looks at some trailers. We got the final trailer for Venom 3, which came out, showed off a bit, showed off a new character, and I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's like Curl, basically like the god of like symbiotes. Got revealed in this latest trailer, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. At the same time, Marvel seemingly, like MCU Marvel is seemingly in kind of like a, not free fall, but it's kind of like in a weird spot right now. Some news came out that some Marvel projects are getting like canceled, like on a really like random basis, like just random projects here and there across from, you know, their giant timeline of stuff they're doing, that they showed off. Just nothing super big yet, but just a few things here and there that are getting dropped.
Time to secure another area of the city. I've placed the heat generator, but I've been called to assist with another mission.
Yeah, sure.
Get the heat generator up and running. Make sure to keep the frost giants away while it powers on, or you're sunk.
Great. Don't worry, I'm sure this suit can survive in water. And at the same time, it came out, a report came out that Tom Holland and Zendaya were working on, it was either new deals or new contracts or extensions to their contracts, in preparation for the next Spider-Man movie. Whether or not that was like an intentional thing they wanted to come out, with that news coming out, it basically confirmed that Zendaya will be returning in the next Spider-Man movie. So MJ will be back in the next one, or in some form, or at least Zendaya will still be with Marvel and working on stuff for them in the near future. If, you know, they're still working on, if they're working on contracts and all that. feel like there was some other stuff going on with Marvel as well. But those were like the two that stood out to me. You know, just the news that, you know, Tom Holland and Zendaya were working on a deal, and, you know, the fact that at least at the time of that like news story coming out, a deal hadn't been reached yet, which, you know, Disney's gonna make that work. They're not gonna lose Tom Holland. I mean, they're basically dependent on him now to kind of carry Marvel for a while. There was also reports of Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire, where in the talks to appear in Secret Wars, like pretty serious talks, like again contract stuff. So you know it's pretty serious when, you know, contracts get involved. So nothing's been confirmed yet with Secret Wars. I mean, if you know what Secret Wars is, you'll know that they're kind of, they can go so many ways with this. And then of course we still got Avengers Doomsday coming out with the return of Robert Downey Jr. Hey, get away from here. Nope, stupid cat here, Modok bot. Nope. Shouldn't you guys be melting by being this close to this thing? Oh yeah, get away. Oh. Hey. Get away. Uh-oh, we might not do this one. We might fail. Ow. No. Get away. Uh-oh. No. Ow. No. No. Save it. Come on. Stay back. Got it. Oh, that was close.
Winning is never a winner.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed either, because that one got real down to the wire there. Yeah, we did it.
I'm a little swamped. Can you help me out?
Again? What are you doing? What do you do here? But yeah, so like I was saying, you know they're not going to lose Tom Holland. They're going to do everything they can to keep him. Because, you know, they're, like I said, they're basically dependent on him. I mean, Spider-Man's like their one guarantee right now. You know, with Robert Downey Jr., you know, even though he's coming back, it's not as Iron Man, so there's not that guarantee of, you know, having Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, which for so long was always like a huge selling point. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. himself is a selling point, and by himself, but with all like the speculation and doubt around him being Doctor Doom, it's not as strong as it would be if he was coming back as Iron Man.
I've located our target. Loki and MODOK are setting up some sort of device in the center of the park.
Okay.
Before we engage them, we have got to get the civilians out of the area.
Oh, another one of these.
Shield shuttles are waiting nearby to extricate the civilians, but we're running out of time.
I can make
Help
time.
them get to the shuttles so we can safely deploy the nanovirus.
Got it. On my way. Oh. Oh. Whoops. Don't worry, citizen, I'll save you. To freedom. Oh, there's a lot of you guys. Come on. Oh, oh, you just smacked the crap out of her. Ow. Alright, get up. You're coming with me. To safety. Freedom. Didn't I just rescue you? Nope. Hit the civilian. Okay, a little bit of overkill, but she seems to be fine.
We can't attack Loki until the area is clear.
Alright, come on.
Everyone on those shuttles.
You can
I'm going to save you. Saved! I'm okay. It's okay, citizen, I'm here to save you. Excuse me, coming through. Think I can make it from here? Go! Nailed it! Tony from downtown. Come with me.
Where are you taking me?
Make it. Nailed it. That was right on the bullseye there.
Watch it, you!
Don't you dare talk to me like that, lady.
Careful now!
Don't worry, I do this all the time. As I chuck her across the park.
I'll distract Loki while you place the nanovirus on the casket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
What more do you want from a superhero?
to implant the nano whatever on the casket, I guess.
Get down to defeating the enemy.
Finally. Enough dilly-dallying. Another story? Are we finally gonna do a story mission?
This is it, team. Time to attach the nanovirus to the casket and protect it while power's up.
Oh, come on. Not another one of these. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, excuse me, coming through. I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't think this should be working. Excuse me, boys, coming through.
Time's running out. Deploy the virus.
I'm trying. Okay, I'll just walk around. I don't think this is supposed to work like this. I think oh, shit. I was about to say, I think I accidentally like broke the game or something. I don't think I'm just supposed to be able to walk through here. Because this is very easy.
I don't care how many fuck dams there are. You must
Is there any
activate
wonder on an island to millions?
Okay, that was easy. Easier than I think it was supposed to be.
No! Inspec! You have really delayed my plans. Once I put an end to your little band of misfits, the 9 realms shall be mine.
Well, that's a big boy. I think this is the final boss fight. If I remember correctly, yep. Chilling conclusion, yep, this is it. Ah! Ow. Oh boy. Oh, this isn't good. We've already lost like almost half of our health already. And I don't think this is really doing much damage. Ow. Oh no. We're really not doing good. Oh no, we might have to switch to Thor. Yeah, because I don't remember how to do this. And I don't think this is, like, helping at all. Okay, so I think this is like a thing where once his arm goes out, it gets stuck for a second. There. Yep. Okay. Now fly up. Alright, now he's gonna strike. And down we go. Alright, and back up to the skies. And strike. Destroy it. Aha. Oh yeah. Wake up. Oh no. Alright, hopefully he doesn't attack us during this. Hopefully he's a little tuckered out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we need to get some health back. Uh-oh, he's awake. Get up. Okay. And attack. Attack that arm. Okay, back to the skies. Oop. Out of his way. I don't know if he's able to hit me with like that big swipe when I'm in the sky, but I'm not chancing it. Not with this much health. We still got a ways to go too. Oop. Out of the way. Oh yeah. Oh no. Ah. Oop. Go to the side. And one more. Alright. Die! And big one. Alright. And frost giants. Ow. Oh man, I'm just blowing through these guys. You guys are nothing to me. Ow. Uh-oh. Big Goliath is up. You woke up Dad. Okay. Ah. Ow. Ow. No! Crap. This might be a problem. Oh boy. Hopefully Thor is good. So what, Iron Man was level 14? I don't know what level... Oh, Thor's level 12. Okay, so we might not be in that much trouble then. I don't think I've... What happened? Oh, that's not fair. It took away half my health because I accidentally went like out of like the battle area or whatever. That stinks. Alright, one more. One more series of hits, if we can survive it. Man, we were so close to getting through this whole series with just Iron Man. We were so close. Uh-oh. He's about to do a big breath. No, don't do that. Are you kidding me? Don't start flying, Thor. Okay. That's stupid that you're even like able to get out of the battle area. Alright. It's over. Finish it.
I suppose you're taking me back to Asgard, then?
No, brother. The damage you have caused this city will not be easily repaired. I must remain here to assist however I can.
I'll be escorting you this time. The All-Father can't wait to have words with you. Heimdall, we're ready.
You guys sense a little love connection there?
Nice work, Avengers. The city's temperatures are rising steadily with Loki's little toy out of commission. I think it's time we call...
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Frost giants are rampaging through the zoo. What are your
those guys. Guess Loki didn't leave him a way to get back to the North Pole.
He can talk.
But for a little more defrosting? Hulk smash!
Well said, Hulk. Avengers, assemble!
Yeah! Main story completed. Continue the adventure by playing challenges, accomplishing feats, and collecting bonus boxes.
Honor is mine.
So is this guy just gonna stay here? Oh, never mind. Well, I guess it is a little
Are
fitting
you up for a real challenge?
versus mode park. I actually like the versus mode in this game. It's actually kind of fun. I guess it is fitting that we did finish this as Thor. I mean, Loki was like the villain, so it does make sense to have Thor be the one to defeat the final boss and defeat his brother Loki. So I guess it is fitting, although, yeah, we were so close to getting through this with just Iron Man. We were so close. Just like a few more hits to that giant, and Iron Man we would have gone through the whole thing with just Tony. But it seems pretty fitting for Thor to come in at the end and just win the day for us, Infinity War style. Although I guess we were a bit more successful here than he was in Infinity War. Alright, well, that does it for this episode. That seems like a great place to leave off. You know, finishing the main story and all that, so this seems like, yeah, a pretty good spot to leave it. So, I know I've said this before throughout the series, but we are not done with just the story. We're going to go through and do the side missions as well. So all the other exclamation marks on the map will still go and do those. So, there's still a few more episodes left in this series that will be coming out in the coming weeks. But we are wrapping up with this series, now that the main story is done. I don't really know how many side quests there are in this. I don't think there's as many as Disney Infinity 3.0 with the Star Wars playset, mostly because with that one there were multiple planets, and each one had about, I don't know, a dozen things to do. Or, you know, you had to travel between planets in order to complete challenges. This one, it's all in the one area, so I don't think there'll be as many. But that does it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh yeah, there was one other thing I want to talk about. Again, this is something I mentioned last week, but yeah, Joker 2, you know, I mentioned last week with how it's kind of getting mixed reviews already from at least initial reactions. And now there seems to be genuine concerns about its profits, which again was something I mentioned last week, and how profits don't really mean that much with movies anymore. I mean, of course they have to make money, otherwise it wouldn't be worth doing it. But because money now comes from so many different places besides theaters, you know, they'll get a good chunk from streaming deals that they have and all that. So, you know, we'll have to see. But, you know, with Warner Brothers, like I mentioned earlier, how Disney and Marvel is kind of like in a weird spot right now. DC's in a kind of a worse spot. I mean, they basically had to start over because, you know, their movies and shows were such a mess that they basically had to pull the plug on everything and just start over from scratch. Marvel hasn't really had to do that, at least since the MCU. So they're in a better spot than DC is, and DC, even with James Gunn taking over and, you know, rebooting the DCU, and like I said, starting from scratch.
Lack of action.
Sorry, I'm talking. And starting from scratch, they're still in kind of like a weird area where not everything they're doing is connected. So you've got like the Batman 2, which is still planned to come out, Joker 2, which is coming out or came out already, and then you've got their movies that are actually part of the DCU and the interconnected universe, that, you know, are still yet to be made and come out, and we still really haven't heard that much about. I mean, the last thing I heard about the Superman one was the set photos that got leaked. And that was it, really. So, yeah, it's just kind of a weird time for both DC and Marvel right now. So it'll be interesting to see how DC tries to, you know, make a comeback and Marvel tries to regain that momentum that they've lost, you know, post, not really even post Endgame, post No Way Home. They've lost a good amount of momentum. But anyway, I guess we'll see when the time comes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make it visit the time. Stay tuned for Versus coming out after this and next week, where we continue our Disney Infinity 2.0 walkthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed. DC Guy01 and Thor signing out. Bye, guys.